All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into the quirky worlds of idioms and phrases that you might hear in everyday conversation. You know, that way of speaking that makes language so vibrant and interesting. So, let's get started. One classic that comes to mind is keep me in the loop. Have you ever been in a situation where, no one is telling you what's going on, and you're just left in the dark?
Oh man, totally. Kind of like being the last one picked for a team, right? You just stand there what's happening? Am I even wanted here? It's super unsettling. Sigh.
Exactly. It's akin to being at a party where everyone's chatting, but you're not part of the conversation. So, keep me in the loop is a request to be updated or included in what's happening.
Right? I wonder, is loop like a reference to something specific? Like a roller coaster ride where you keep going around and around?
Oh, that's an interesting analogy. Kind of, but think of it more like a circle of friends or colleagues. You're hoping to be part of that circle, not just watching from outside. Just the other day, I was on a project, and I felt left out until people started sharing updates. It was such a relief.
That makes sense. So if you're not kept in the loop, it's like being on a roller coaster that just leaves you hanging, right? Can you give me examples of moments when it might be crucial to say that?
Absolutely. Imagine you're on a team working on a huge project with tight deadlines. If someone goes ahead, makes decisions, and doesn't fill you in, it can screw everything up, right? Like, hey, I can't believe you stood me up. That'd be a big deal in relationships, too.
Whoa! Wait, that totally happened to me once? My friend was planning this surprise party, but didn't tell me anything. I felt like I was missing out on, the biggest secret ever. Laughs.
Exactly. You want to feel included. It's important to have that open line of communications. Like, when you're at a restaurant with friends, and someone says, let's eat out tonight, but nobody knows where, what's the worst that could happen, you know?
What if you end up at a place that, no one likes? Or they might have terrible service. That's so awkward. How do you keep it fair?
Right. It's all about input, captivating those opinions. Now let's dive into another phrase, I can't put up with your friends. This one's relatable, huh? Words. You ever had that moment?
Oh yeah. I had a friend who, constantly hung out with these people who just talked nonsense. I thought they were cool at first, but yikes, laughs.
Laughs. Classic. It's tough when your inner circle doesn't mesh well with your friends. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Just doesn't work. You want to be supportive, but sometimes it's a challenge.
So real. It's like everyone has their quirks, right? But some are way over the top. Okay, speaking of quirks, I used to have a turtle when I was little. Wait, do you ever think back about, strange pets people had growing up?
Oh, totally. Turtles are pretty fascinating. It's like they all have this slow, quiet wisdom about them. But let's not forget about those crazy stories, like someone having a pet tarantula or something. That's a whole different level of can't put up with, right?
Haha, oh my gosh. Imagine that in a conversation. Hey, do you have any other ideas for dinner? And someone just says, how about spaghetti with a side of tarantula? That's like a wild culinary adventure. Laughs.
Laughs. Exactly. And that's what makes learning these phrases so enjoyable. Real-world connections and fun stories. Moving on, let's touch on what time does this movie start? When was the last time you went to the movies?
Just last week. But we, ended up being super late. The trailers were already rolling. I was like, no, we can't miss this. Why do movie times always feel so ambiguous? A sigh.
It's a cosmic mystery. And that's why it's crucial to double check. So my advice? Always keep me posted on the schedule, haha.
Yes, totally. This was so fun and super enlightening. I can't wait to discuss more quirky idioms next time. Laughs.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep watching out for those phrases.